Listen to the Healing Guides podcast with Hannah on Spotify. Psychology of Gangstalking, Part 3. Okay, so this is like a nice, really short recording. It won't be too long, but it's going to really emphasize the whole purpose of gangstalking. So it's demonic, okay? Demons are the ones physically doing those behaviors every day that humans are doing to follow you around, harass you, sabotage everything, because those are possessed people. And they're, extremely evil people, obviously. Okay, so the whole purpose of this witchcraft that's done to you that causes demons to stalk you using mobs of human beings versus one demon in a library possessing one individual just staring at you. No, it's always a mob that they're using actively in each given environment you go to. It's just that when we were younger we were not aware of the bigger mob, you get me, because they didn't physically follow us to that environment. It was just the humans who were already there, like those who work there, those who live there, that they were already using, who are already possessed, that were already probably even placed before you moved to that environment as a kid, etc. They were using that group, right, who's already there as a mob. They're all working together, but we only might think the one who physically sat next to us, harassed us, is actually the one that harasses us. You get me? Because they actually approached us. So direct behaviors are intended to make you think those just acting like they're minding their business are not also monitoring you and harassing you and evil. Okay, so understand, gangstalking literally means it will never be one demon at a time. You'll always have multiple demons in an environment targeting you, working together. That's why it's so strong. The witchcraft is too big. If you pray, it takes a long time to break it because there's just too many human beings in a physical environment. Even if it's your apartment, you get harassed by this one family. Literally, the third, second, fourth floor, there's like 200 human beings. They're demons stationed to follow you, monitor you, and they're ready too. You get me? They're already watching you, monitoring you, gangstalking you as well. Just that moment, you're seeing one family harassing you, all their demons in them, okay? So don't ever base who's actually against you based on who's physically harassing you or who's in the environment that moment. Because those who are hiding in the environment, like an office or downstairs, or they're also going to have a lot of demons there watching you and being a gangstalker as well, okay? So the demons are the gangstalkers, not the human beings. The humans are the second gangstalkers, okay? It's just they're not working together. They don't know each other, these human beings. Okay, but the humans are obviously gangstalkers in that sense because they don't just do that to you. They do that to other people all day for Satan. They harass other people too. They tailgate people. They harass people. They insult people. They already do these behaviors to other people in the human race. It's just that it's not, that person is not going through something where their whole life that's been happening. That for them is like that random moment, okay? While for us, it's actually something from before even birth, okay? Okay, so understand the whole goal or purpose or meaning of gangstalking is literally to sabotage your entire life, every area of your life, okay? So here's what happened. When I was younger, the sabotaging is going to come out of the family, correct? Because it's easier. The demons, you're already born into an evil family. God already did that to us, okay? So we're doomed already from the start. So because he wants you to break the curse. Okay, but whatever. I don't even really care what the reason is. Those demons sabotage your education, your health, your childhood, your happiness, your eating or nutrition. They sabotage everything. Your schooling, they probably didn't let you go to school or they ruined it. They moved you around a lot so that anytime they saw you were getting along with the community, like the kids, they try to actually move you to a different location or school like they did for me. Okay, so they're trying to also sabotage the community. Okay, but then the demons start using strangers, others, okay? Those at the schools, those at the, if you're, Muslim like me, the Islamic centers, those at any religious place, basically. Those at, the stores you go to, the street you walk on. So it starts to become any any business location you go to, right? Like a school. The business type of environments, right? The places for business, okay? People are getting some sort of service. They're going to come to those places because they want to sabotage that service for you, okay? And then when you're in the street, you're just walking or you're driving, etc., bicycling, etc., then they're going to come to the street using those things then. Humans who walk, humans who drive, humans who are on a train, humans who are bicycling, humans who are on a motorbike, whatever transportation that a human uses, as well as those who use their own feet, they're all going to follow you, these demons, using evil humans they got agreement to do these behaviors with, possessing them. They're going to use those types of tactics to all come to your environment. So You're not just gonna get harassed by one weirdo in the sidewalk. You're gonna get harassed by cars and everyone at the same time. Okay, so that your brain just get overwhelmed and they freak you out. Okay, they want you to get scared to death. Okay, so do you agree? Therefore, if they're always using a group, if they're always using multitude of behaviors, if they're always using a mob, then this is a mopping witchcraft. The only way these demons can sabotage your happiness, your experience walking on the sidewalk, walking on the road, is to use a mop. Do you agree? Because if they used one human they're possessing to walk by you and it never happened again, how did they really mop you from the environment? How did you like not have the ability to comfortably walk by? It was just a few seconds, right? You can still go. So they have to use a mop. You get me? So this gangstalking is not about harassment. It's about mopping. The mopping, the goal is to push you out of the environment. But we're human beings. God did not give us another earth to go to. This is the only place we're going to be in unless we die. So the demon is so stupid. It acts like you can go somewhere else. Where are you going to go if you mop my road? I'm still going to go on another road, correct? They want to come to that road. It's like they're dumb. It's like they're thinking, get out of this earth. We're not going to let you walk. We're not going to let you drive. We're not going to let you go to school. You get me? It's not about harassing the person. It's not necessarily even just sabotage in that sense. It's more like we're going to mop it. You get me? Because there's other witchcrafts that actually prevent people from getting a job just by being rejected randomly. For us, they're scared. They cannot actually sabotage our jobs like when we get older. And the sabotage then comes out as mops coming out, because they always use a mop, okay? Then the sabotage as we get older comes out as mops coming out to our jobs. The humans who are already there and those that come to it intentionally, that they intentionally get to be hired at the same time as us, they delay us from our job because whatever we got hired for is given to someone else. See? Mopping. They stole it from us. They mopped us, okay? And then they, delay us for that reason. They're going to create another job for you, another cubicle for you. You didn't get the original when you applied for and you were interviewed for. That's why you take time sometimes to get on board. Okay, then when you get the job, mopping happens again. They're going to give all the reward of the performance of the month to others instead of you who earned it. They're going to, everywhere you go, they're going to sit there. They're going to make the place full. When you go to the bathroom, all the coworkers will go to the bathroom as well, okay? So they're just mopping your environment. Whatever the environment is, a school, a workplace, a mall, a coffee shop, a library, the actual road, a sidewalk, the actual road you're driving on if you're driving, wherever you go on the face of the earth, that specific environment you're in, they're going to bring a mop so they can look at my words. Mop it. Okay? They don't have to accuse you of anything. They don't have to necessarily even harass you. Obviously, this is very harassing, obviously. They don't have to, approach you, harass you is what I mean. They can just sit there. But what did they do when they follow us to everywhere we go and the place gets too full because of them? They mopped it, right? They mopped the environment. Now that means the resources are mopped. If we were trying to buy something, if we came to a grocery store, now what we were trying to buy is gone because they mopped it. So it's really a witchcraft that basically said, this person so-and-so, I curse them wherever they go. To be mopped. It's like that. Versus to be sabotaged. Just the mopping is causing the sabotage. You get me? They're sabotaging. I'm sorry, let me actually do it better. They're saying, I curse so-and-so to be sabotaged wherever they go. And whatever they do. Versus specific things, okay? Whatever they do and wherever they go. So you could try to start a channel online. You could try to write something online. You could try to make money online. It's going to get sabotaged through mopping. You just think it's not mopping. You think the account, something bad happened to it. No, that means an actual physical human being on the other side is being possessed by a demon to do something to the website and your account gets off. YouTube delays you, cancels you, Instagram pushes you out. They say, this account looks suspicious. They always push me out of Facebook that way, for example. So a human is always being used. Demons have no power to actually enter a Facebook. Use demonic powers and it crashes. They don't. They're weak as hell. They need a human to do everything. Okay? The human is doing their mopping for them. They're mopping you. They're stealing your seed, what belongs to you, basically. Okay? So one time what happened was when I get into a live, right? Like a live sort of video on YouTube, all these demons came to the live. And it crashed. The voice was just bad because they came to it, okay? It's not regular people listening to it. It's demonic, so they're using their witchcraft to cause malfunction for the live, and you can't hear the speaker like that. It's like a mob always versus one demon. They cannot operate singularly. This witchcraft of gangstalking means is witchcraft, okay? Means that one demon cannot harass you at a time and ever in your environment. They need to be a group. That means if we get rid of the group, demons have no power. Do you understand me? The more I've been praying and the more God pushes them out of my environment, the more they just come there one or two. For example, at a place that I go to, everything is more peaceful. They can't talk to you. They can't walk by you. Those dangerous behaviors go away because there's one or two. Because one human is not going to act crazy towards you and get in your face. Okay, they're scared you're going to beat them up. Even though we're not going to do anything. Just still, they're scared of you. You're a strong person. So it's really when the mob is around that they feel confident to come up to you, try to assault you when you're distracted from the back by touching you. Hey, and they hope you react and punch them and you go to jail, okay? The mob is actually making them feel safe to do behaviors that are like threatening or dominant behaviors to people who are not weak people that can be bullied, like that can be bullied or harassed or assaulted like you and me, okay? People they're scared of. If God ever said, I'm not going to intervene, I'll put that person in a place, the person they've been gangstalking, deal with them. We kill them instantly. So they're scared of you, the human and the demon. They know you're a strong person who can actually kill them instantly, okay? These are not weak people that are being gangstalked. These are not average people that are being gangstalked. These are people, regardless of their gender, who can kill you. They're strong people. So they're using a mob. Do you get it? Because that's the only way they can harass us. If there's billions of them, thousands of them, operating against us in the entire country or state. So they're still working against us in the whole country. You get me? You're just going to see maybe 200 in your little neighborhood. Maybe you're going to see 100 in your little library. Fine. But there's thousands of demons working against you at the country. Global level. That's how powerful you are. Okay? Billions of humans have to work together. Otherwise, they can't do anything. Okay, so when you're praying, there's too many. I've been thinking this whole week. What the hell should we call these demons? What kind of witchcraft is this? It's the most confusing thing I've ever seen. Anytime that in my life I tried to accomplish anything, right? My grade in school got higher, right? Maybe I go to junior high, then I go to high school. Anytime my life sort of, right, was advancing higher, more of their behaviors came out. They were just covert. I was always being gangstalked, right? A mob of students would walk by the hallway all at once. The hallway is mopped. You don't know where you're going to walk. And they're all facing towards you like an animal looking at you. They're not hiding it, okay? But it's covert, okay, to some degree. Now they might smirk, actually look at you, so it's not really covert anymore. Okay, back then they were acting like their face, their body language was sort of hostile, but they're not necessarily looking at you, okay, covert like that. Okay, so that means gangstalking was happening to us even when we were children. We just didn't know. We think this is gangstalking, the vehicles, the craziness, the stalking, the crowding, going to stores, all this extreme stuff. We think this is really when gangstalking happened. And when we were younger, they were just maybe lying about us, harassing us. No. Gangstalking was always happening. They were just more quiet. They weren't making it obvious to you, using noises and sounds and, right, similar behaviors, approaching you, stuff like that. Okay. And they did used to approach us. We just used to treat those human beings sort of normally because they were classmates, etc. Okay, but now we're like, this is an evil person. We get away. You get me? Because God exposed that they're actually evil, etc. We always obviously knew they're bad, but we didn't obviously necessarily reject them saying hello, etc. So anyways, anytime gangstalking got worse, these demons came out into my life was when I was trying to accomplish something, usually academically or financially. Okay, when I tried to, basically when I got a job or when I was about to get a job, then they came out. Okay, but it was a bit covert and then they disappeared. Then they came into my job. Okay, the coworkers, the employees, the customers, everyone was being used. Okay, but then when I actually quit a job and I was about to start a business, that's when the actual real deal dangerous gangstalking started. Okay, when I tried to start writing books way back in 2019, okay, which I haven't accomplished anything the past 5 years because of that powerful way they came out. About literally just thousands, okay, human beings stalking me, okay? And more witchcraft being used to prevent everything I do online. Everything just gets rejected if I apply for anything, etc. And they were able to put me in jail, mental hospital, because of the number of humans following me, working against me. So understand, we need to pray against the spirit of sabotage. It's just using mopping, accusation, Lying, police, jail, mental hospital. Listen to the Healing Guides podcast with Hannah on Spotify. Psychology of Gangstalking, Part 5. So understand, since this is witchcraft, it's just like any other witchcraft. The gangstalking will never stop. Things will not go back to how they were prior in your life when it was lower, unless we actually break the witchcraft that's actually causing these demons to follow us, using people who are possessed. So the prayers, in order to break the witchcraft, you're going to have to do it for a long time as well, because it's a new witchcraft, and it's the biggest witchcraft right now that I believe the devil has. So, because it's using a combination of like maybe 20, 30 different types of witchcraft combined together to attack one person. So that's going to take a while for it to be broken. Don't feel disheartened. Don't think it's not going to work. It does work. But I want you to pray in a way that the words you say actually make it connected to what you want, okay? This is the perfect example. Do it hours and hours and hours during the day, and hours and hours and hours during the night. Every day for months until God delivers you fully. I'll upload another video where I'm explaining it, but this is a good example, okay? Just repeat this for hours. You can do it as you're working, as you're writing, as you're driving. It's easy. It's just in your whisper. I break all witchcraft and demons of gangstalking, sabotage, and I send it back to the senders and carryouts. Carryouts means the humans who are actually carrying out the behaviors, the gangstalking. We want the witchcraft to go back to them as well, so they get punished. If you felt my voice crack a little bit, that's because a witchcraft just attacked me right now with fear, and my voice actually was attacked, my throat. So sometimes when I try to do things, because I'm actually surrounded by the humans who are possessed, who are doing the gangstalking right now, in the environment I'm in, their witchcraft is going to affect me. Their demons are going to send me some sort of fear to my body, okay? And it's going to affect my voice. So that's an example right there that I'm being harassed right now. I break all witchcraft and demons of gangstalking, sabotage, and I send it back to the senders and carryouts. For me, I have 7 conditions that I told God. With those 7 conditions, forever, right now, 100 times in God Almighty's name. Don't just send it back once. Send it 100 times. That will destroy them, okay? Take care of yourselves. Listen to the other episodes on the Healing Guides podcast for longer and more detailed explanations of how to pray to break this witchcraft. Inshallah, which means God willing.